Hi guys, this is Jess. Really quick, my comment section is disabled, so unfortunately you guys won't be able to leave a comment until it's turned back on. I'm not sure why, waiting to hear back, but in the meantime, unfortunately, you won't be able to. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Today is the full moon in Gemini, and I thought it would be fitting to see what's coming up or what will be the outcome for some of you regarding Gemini's full moon. And usually I believe it kind of can last up to 6 months. It could be more strongly felt within the next 28 days or so. So let's get into it. Keep in mind, this is a general guide, so it may not resonate with everyone, but it's already been action packed for me today. So here we go. Let's get into it. Let's starting with Aries. So now Aries definitely looks like some of you, things are coming up and out. Either you're getting information, giving information, making a final decision, making some plans, saying yes, no, cutting some things out, gaining a truth, gaining clarity, taking a test, which can be very favorable for you. Someone could be expressing their love, their feelings for you. Your challenge regarding this full moon would be coming together, getting on the same page with someone, feeling the love. There could be some issues and strife as it relates to old past relationships, children, and things of the past, and trying to kind of get on a better page and loving people still through it, forgiving, forgetting, that sort of thing. So it could be very difficult at this time, either for you to be forgiven or you to forgive others or come on the same page. The blessings coming for you out of this full moon, Gemini, Aries. The blessings is, I feel that through all of this stress and strife and some loss, I may add, for some of you, you may find that you are, someone's going to come to help you, love on you, help you recover, make you realize that you're not the only one in this world all alone. You have someone that cares about you. So you will have someone there to help you in your time of need and in your time of loss. And then for some of you, your time of mourning and kind of dealing with the reality of a situation. Overall outcome for you on this full moon could be to take a step back. There was a major lesson being learned here for some of you Aries out there. And for some of you, it may leave you a little bit on guard, a bit defensive, watching what you say and who you say it to, watching what's happening around you. I do get this energy internally that could be where you don't feel so safe, or you don't feel like you really can see things for what they are. You may feel, I get a little edge, like a little bit of not nervousness, but a little bit of feeling like you have to kind of defend yourself, protect yourself, is what it looks like to me, and kind of holding yourself back. Now that hopefully doesn't become a problem, because when you need to act, when you need to do something or say something, you may not. So hopefully whatever this is, because I don't know, it just seems like, I don't know what it is. It seems to be something where you may feel the effects of it and need to kind of get back to it, to being able to trust again, or someone trusting you is what it looks like to me. That's what I have for Aries. Now let's look at Taurus. Well, Taurus, I have to say, for some of you, this is going to be quite the full moon. Full moon in Gemini, which is going to be in your second house, could speak to family issues, family drama, a loss of some sort that could affect your personal finances, resources, even your possessions. That's the second house. But it does speak to some disappointment, some heartache, some pain. This could be disappointing news, could be anything, but there's definitely feeling a sense of disappointment or a severance and a separation that seems to be happening here. How are you going to feel about it? Like it's a heavy load that you now have to lift, that once again has come out of nowhere. Some of you may feel like you're kind of dealing with it or doing it all alone, or that there really isn't any help. For some of you, once you get on the other side of this, you may cut a lot of people off. And not answer your phone, not want to be bothered, not want to, communicate with people, because you're kind of seeing people for who they are right now. And it's an unfortunate situation. So something for some of you Geminis is coming to an end, and it's a hard end that it comes to. And some of you may feel like you are the one that has to pick up the pieces from it. For some of you, if you're just having a move, or you're moving, this move is treacherous. It's very difficult. Some of you may have to move in 6 months' time, because this transit kind of runs for 6 months period, upwards of 6 months. So there could be that, but something is ending in your life that kind of is devastating is the word I kind of want to use here. What's the blessing in it for Taurus? The blessing is that it's over. Once it's over, if that makes sense. And you will recover, because this is the card of recovery. So there's going to be some recovering that you're going to do here. And I do feel like when it's all said and done, you're going to be happier for it. For some of you, if you're fighting, like you feel like I'm out here fighting for my life, you're going to win in the end. You're going to win in the end. But in the moment, it just feels like it's never going to end, or it's never going to get back right. But it will. You have to give it 6 months times to a year. For you to kind of rid yourself of the situation, and you will be better for it, is what it looks like to me. Okay. How are you going to feel about it while you're going through it? Very promising. So some of you Tauruses are going to see the light ahead, up ahead. Excuse me. It's been a while since I recorded. You are going to see the light up ahead and kind of see things for what they are. They're going to get better. In Capricorn season, you may really see things turning in your favor. Things are turning back around. So whatever this is, it is going to be for the better down the line. It's just right now it's real shitty and it's very problematic is what it looks like to me here. Yeah, that's what I see. I don't want to keep pulling, but it just looks like to me that there's some drama. It's a lot of issues. And you're going to kind of get through it. You will get through it, guys. Sagittarius season, which we're in now, will be very difficult. It seems like it won't ever get on track, but it will get on track. You will see the light at the end of the tunnel, whether it be an aha moment. It's like, oh yeah, I know what to do. Or you get an offer, especially if this has anything to do with a job, an opportunity of some sort that is tangible. You will get through it and you're going to be okay. You're going to see money from it. So again, it will be okay. It's just you're in the storm right now. You're headed for the calm. So hopefully that can help in some kind of way. That's what I have for Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini. Okay, so Gemini, kind of like Taurus, and I definitely shuffled the deck. But there's also going to be some disappointment, misfortune is what I'm hearing. What is this in regards to? Home. Some of you may be leaving home. You may be severing a relationship, a marriage of some sort. For some of you, in a very mundane sense, it could just be that you have to temporarily be away from family, be away from the home, and that's disheartening. That sort of thing. Like someone has to go back to the military, as an example, that sort of thing. But this will affect your home, your familiar place, could even be your family. So there's some issues there. And I do feel like you're going to get down to the bottom of it. So that's probably what you're trying to do now. It will be within the next 6 months, getting down to the bottom of an issue and trying to get more information. For some of you, this definitely could be you wanting to be better, wanting to get better, be better in life. And after there has been some disappointments, and you have you're seeing things for what they are, because there's a lot of stresses, but you have to come to some type of reality about a situation. And once you do that, you'll find yourself kind of onward and upward. Okay. What's the blessing in this for Gemini? Okay. So I think you're playing it really smart, Gemini. For those of you who are taking a step back, who's not reacting, is not rushing into, they're just you guys are holding back. I wouldn't really communicate much. I would keep a tight lip. I would take a step back consciously, because this is consciously taking a step back. This is you deciding to take a step back. So I would consciously take a step back for whatever is happening in your life, and give yourself a beat, because you're going to need a beat and some time to get to a place of clarity, get to a place of strength, get to a place of a magic, right? Where you now can create some things and get some things taken care of. And I do feel like you're even in that, when things start to come to you and you start to become more armed with information, more armed with confidence of being able to get out of the situation or get in a better situation. you still keep quiet. You still keep it to yourself, and you really temper your steps, and you strategize yourself as well. So it's a lot of strategies, a lot of tempering your steps. It's a lot of holding back, so that you can cook up a plan, because this is also cooking up a plan. Okay. And that's what Geminis are going to do. And as a result, there's going to be happy times. There's going to be some happy times, going to be some happy days. Now that's for mundane, right? That's for worldly things. Like if this is your career, if this is about, you're leaving one home to get to another home, that sort of thing. But if this is about love, intimate love in a relationship, and there's a severance in that, some of you have to be careful and try not to resort to going to outside people or trying to distract yourself with another person. Kind of sit in it. This is a time to sit. This is a time while you're in this stage to really come to some conclusions and culminations of how did you get here? What's the lesson to be learned? And what can you do differently to be better down the line? That's kind of what this is saying here. Well, that's the best way to take the recourse here, because something is over. It has ended. It's definitely been on your mind for quite some time, or it will be. And in the midst of it, you're going to be okay. But I feel like this will be a distraction for you or anyone else, that wants to step outside when a relationship is ending. So it's something like that, which it's not going to help whoever is doing it. It's not going to help them. It's the best thing to do is to take a step back, hold tight, go process your emotions, process your thoughts, accept it for what it is. And then you're going to be able to cook up a way that it can work in your favor, is what it looks like to me. It's what I have for Geminis. Now let's look at Cancer. This reading is very, very interesting, Cancers, because I get for some of you, there could be some secrets coming out. Someone trying to avoid a secret coming out, or trying to avoid a problem, some trouble, is what it looks like. And there could be some issues with like two women. I keep getting like two women. There's some issues with two women. For some of you, in a very mundane sense, this is just kind of going to see family, spending time with family. And there could be some family drama, some family issues that are just going to be okay. It's going to be okay. For some of you, if this is about having to move or make some shifts and changes in your life, it's very stressful. Yes, you will be stressed to some extent, or someone around you will be stressed to some extent. But you're making a decision to either call it truce, call it peace, be done with the situation, and peacefully is what it looks like to me. So I'm kind of getting here. It's like something is going to happen. It's going to be peaceful. And I feel for some of you, this is speaking to an ex, a past person, even family members, like I said, children, where there's drama, there's fallout, there's some discord, and someone may want to work things out or get things back on track, but it's easier said than done. And the person that wants it to happen may not even be part of the problem. It may be outside people, like family members or something. It's like, I want you guys to really kind of like put this behind you, but it's difficult for that to happen. Is what it looks like to me. For some of you, a mother may have to live with one of you, something like that, where it's like some family issues, family drama, or partnership drama. And it's like, well, I really want you guys to be okay with everything, but it's very difficult for that to happen. This also could speak to having to make some plans or switch some things up out of nowhere because of family, because of someone that is at a distance, and now you have to make some changes, but everything is going to be okay. That's what I keep saying. It's a very weird reading because it's not definable. Like, it's just like, what? It's not giving me cards that really can give me a story. It's just a lot of people. So it seems like there's a lot of issues with something out of nowhere that kind of comes up, and it may require your attention, or wanting to get the family or people important to you back on track, or someone wants to do that with you and another person. Something like that is what it's showing up as. Sorry, guys, if this does not resonate. It resonates with someone out there. I just don't know who. But there is a choosing peace. That's what I see. It's choosing peace, choosing to be okay, if for nothing in the moment. That's what I have for Cancers. Now let's look at Leo. Well, Leo, I have to say that you may be having kind of the best one so far, if you can, because these readings, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be kind of weird. They've been weird so far. So yeah, let's get into it. Some of you definitely have you're getting your stride back during this Gemini full moon. You're getting your stride back. You're feeling probably better than ever. Someone could be coming back in your life, or you them, and life may start to feel really good, or there's an opportunity for life to get better once things come up and out. There's something that someone may call another person out on something, or address something, or need to address a situation. And if that's already been done, then it's now time to repair, and you guys can repair. If that is not the case, then this is speaking to it needing to happen. And someone may circle back around and come into another person's life just for that thing, just for there to be the coming together and to try to repair. It's a lot of repairing or wanting to repair. I think we are in retrograde, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn as well. So there's a lot of, wanting to communicate in your reading specifically as it relates to family. Still trying to get down to the bottom of it. You're taking a very mature and practical approach about a situation. Having to put a lot of work in, but not so sure where it's all going to pan out. And again, for some of you Leos, this may not have anything to do with family or love. This could be even your career, and having to and feeling like now I'm back on track. I'm now where I want to be, or I'm headed to a place that I want to be. Things are going to be okay. I'm telling everybody everything is going to be okay, at least for the signs I've been reading for thus far, because it looks like it will be okay. Yeah, and working together. So whatever, if there has been a slump, a delay, some missteps, some hiccups, some regrets, don't worry, because it's going to be okay. You're now starting to feel that stride, or you will be feeling that stride of like, yeah, feeling good. Things are kind of starting to shift back in the right place for me. And now we can build from here on out, because you'll be able to build with someone here on out is what it looks like. So that's what I have for Leo. It's pretty good reading as opposed to all the others. Now let's look at Virgo. Well, Virgo, life just seems, and it's kind of like Leo too, because I remember when you were going through hell this past year. But yeah, it's looking good, because life may seem like it is all starting to just fall back into place like it used to. Yeah, you may be experiencing and feeling like, yeah, everything is kind of like falling in place for me. Everything is, feeling better than ever. Some of you are going to be taking trips, travels out of nowhere. Communication comes to you out of nowhere. A lot of communication, a lot of conversing. Your dreams are going to be coming true. Your wishes are going to be coming true better than you expected. Like, I didn't expect that. I just did this, and this came out of nowhere, and that came out of nowhere. There's a lot of opportunities to get really clear about life and success. And some of you Virgos are on your way to even more success, even more understanding. There can be a lot of things out there, but you're kind of starting to see things for what they are, and not necessarily feeling confused by anything, feeling like you can't do, or no. You're very clear about what's happening. You're very clear about the decisions that you're making. And life really is just kind of starting to fall into place for you. You're very much protected, and that's really good. You're very much protected, and it just screams kind of like blessings, protection, life going in an upswing. An upswing is what the word keeps wanting to come to me, an upswing. And this transit can last upwards of 6 months. So you really have some great things going on for you, Virgo. And a great love connection, or what can be a love connection. Virgo, goddamn, you're really good for the next 6 months. I think right now you're the best reading so far out of all the 6 that I've read. So you are the best reading. You have a partnership that comes into your life will only benefit you guys in the long run. And this is kind of like your karmic blessing. So this is a sense of you being karmically blessed. More money comes your way. Opportunities come your way. Good, steady job, business, career, that sort of thing, you just will start to see an uptick, and you'll blink and like, God damn, oh wow, that type of thing. Things are just really starting to fall into place and work in your favor. And I guess that's the kudos for all that you've endured. I think all of this year, maybe in last year. So that's what I have for Virgos. Great reading. Now let's look at Libra. Okay, well, Libra, this is a time where karma is stepping in your life. Whatever is happening, for those of you that I am picking up on, this is all karma. Karma is nothing but karma. It's karma. And I'm not saying, oh, that's good, that's happening to you. No, I'm saying it's karmic. So for whatever reason, you can't control it, is my point. Okay. You can't control what's happening. There's an unfortunate situation here going on. Very unfortunate. And some of you are going through a divorce. Some of you going to courts. It could be bleeding you dry. So please be careful with just suing and that sort of thing, because you may look back and say, damn, I wasted a lot of money, that sort of thing. But if you have to, whatever this is, where now you've got to kind of like sever something, handle a situation, it may leave you feeling very raw. It may leave you feeling depleted financially or just internally, this situation here. And the good thing is that although stress comes with it, right? Because something like that stress would come with it. If you're having a financial situation out of nowhere, you're realizing like, what the hell? Like this will come out of nowhere and will feel like, even if you knew, like, yeah, I knew this was coming. It's like it's either wrong time. I didn't expect the rest of the stuff to come with it. It's like some other shit going on. It's like, I didn't expect that, or I didn't know it was going to happen, like that type of thing. And even though there's a lot of stress that comes with it, right? It's a lot of stress that comes with it. Even in that, you're going to have someone who comes to help, or some of you are going to look for help, look for aid, look for, you're not just going to sow in your whole oats and just, feel helpless. No, you're going to still get some type of help or aid, or you would be surprised that people are kind of trying to help and aid you, trying to assist you, that sort of thing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Sorry. And making a decision to move on from a situation. For some of you, this is love. And if this is a love situation where there's a divorce, a separation, something like that, you're going to be okay. You're going to be better for it down the line. But the other person may not be. Okay. Whomever is being petty, because I get a petty energy here. So whomever is being petty, down the line, they're going to deal with their issues, and the other person will be okay. This walking away will be a process. This walking away will be difficult. Some of you are going to look great while doing it. But there's a walking away, a leaving a situation. And for some of you, it's not love related. This is a work situation. It could be anything where it's like, okay, it's layoffs coming, that sort of thing. They're cutting hours, that sort of thing. It's something going on where it's like, well, goddamn, now things are changing because of a money factor, that sort of thing. But ultimately, it's just, something that you can't avoid, Libra. But just do know that you'll be okay down the line. It's just like I was telling, I think, Aries, that you got to get on the other side of it. Aries or Taurus, somebody, because a lot of signs have had challenges with their readings. So you'll be okay down the line. But it is a process. So there may be some divorces, separations, breakups coming for you, and on any level, right? And the severance of it could be a bit challenging. That's what it looks like to me. But you will be okay. That's what I have for Libras. Now let's look at Scorpio. Well, Scorps, I'm glad to see that for some of you, this is going to definitely be about family, home, your overall stability. I feel that you guys are getting a new job. Some of you are going to be getting a new job, a new opportunity that's going to come your way. And if you have something else, you may have to leave that for this new opportunity. This could be, like I said, a new job, starting a new business of your own, that sort of thing. And it kind of starts with something better. For some of you who have your own business, you're going to start something new with other people. So if you work alone, you may start working with a group, or have some people work with you, that sort of thing. Like there's some changes that's going to be made, or you're going to take the initiative of some sort, because you will be taking initiative. You will be getting some things taken care of and getting some things squared away. And then you will start to kind of see that people are working with you or is willing to work with you. It is going to require for some of you Scorpios to put the past behind you, leave it alone, let it go, forgive and forget. Some of you may be now finding a new tribe and having to let go of what you knew prior, but giving a new, excuse me, guys. I think Mercury is retrograde, but getting a new lease on life with a new person, a new group. I get more than just one other person. I get upwards of 2 to 3. But this is kind of putting things behind you and willing to come together, willing to work things out, working together to kind of fix a situation. It's aggravating. It will be frustrating if it's this whole thing that I'm speaking about, this group thing. But for some of you, if it's just a work situation, work will get better. If it's a business situation, your business gets better, stronger. Some of you may just have had to put love on the back burner or let some people go that were important in your life. But you're now going to start to approach life in a more practical, stable sort of way, if that makes sense. The biggest challenge is along the way not knowing. Along the way, kind of keeping things to yourself, or just really not knowing and kind of staying out of your head during the process. If this is trying to come together and work things out and get better for each other and reconcile, that sort of thing, your internal antennas may be telling you a lot of things. You may be kind of going through a lot internally, but you're willing to kind of still try to work things out. For some of you, you're going to leave a situation behind and just pick up the pieces and work on yourself. And as a result, things really start to get better for you one day at a time as you move forward. Okay. So yeah, it looks good if you're looking to transition into a new job, a new business, a new career form of some sort. Some more money can come your way, that sort of thing. But it is what you do with it that will tell what your future will hold, because you have an opportunity to take this to here, but it will require you to get rid of the negative self-talk, the fears, what you don't know. So just meditate if you can to release yourself of the mental stress and anxiety of worrying about how this is all going to be, because I don't know. And be positive, think positive, give it your best. That's all you can do, and leave it right there. But yeah, overall, it looks like it's going to be great. It's just you kind of it's going to be working on that psychological part of you, that fearful part of you, that unknowing part of you that then creates all of those things, to get past it so that you can get in a better place for yourself. It looks good to me, but again, that can be a bit of a daunting task. Now let's go to Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius. I feel like for some of you, there may have been some difficulties. For some of you, it could be with children, a particular child. Definitely could be about past things coming back up. So it could be some issues with that. But there's going to be an opportunity to kind of resolve it. As I've said, too many signs here. For some of you, this could be your home life, your family, and having to come together. But I just get, even if you have to come together with someone, I'm going to read it 2 different ways. So the first one is, if there isn't an intimate relationship that you're in, this speaks to coming together and trying to get on another page, or get on a better page with someone, but coming together and reuniting with them can be quite difficult. There's more drama, or the drama has ceased. It's being put on the back burner, if that makes sense. And there's more of trying to establish peace for a situation here. And you're wanting to kind of walk away, or someone wants to walk away. Hold on. Okay. I feel like if you're a Sagittarius man, because this is kind of like all over the place. If you're a Sagittarius man and there's some issues with a person, especially if it's intimate, that sort of thing, you're going to be okay. You'll move on and you'll meet someone and you'll move on with your life, if that makes sense. There's already someone there for you. The woman, if you're a Sagittarius woman, you're going to have to mentally kind of disconnect from a situation with someone because they're not necessarily going to be loving, caring, kind, or extend themselves to a big extent. So this person can turn cold on you if you're a Sagittarius woman. Sorry, guys. And you may just kind of leave or want to be done with the situation, but still a bit confused as to, how did we get here? What's happening? What's going on? So some of you, if you're a Sagittarius woman, you could still be kind of reminiscing about the past, which is stopping you from moving on to the present and the future. And if you're a Sagittarius man, it seems that through someone disconnecting from you or you them, you finally say, okay, I'm leaving. I'm going to walk away. And as a result, you may meet someone immediately. This woman may even help you move on from a situation and not have to deal, if that makes sense. Okay. I have to tell you, Sagittarius ladies, you will be okay. It may take you like 3 months time for some of you. Whatever this is, it may take you about 3 months time before you can say, okay, I'm fine. It looks like the Sagittarius man will be fine faster. Like he'll just be okay. But you ladies, it may take you a little longer because you may feel the effects of like not trusting someone, feeling like you need to be on guard a little bit. That sort of thing. And it doesn't have to be an intimate love relationship. It could be work. It could be anything where you just feel like there's some past issues. The past has been problematic and there's an opportunity to get back on the same page with a situation, with a person or a group, that sort of thing. But it still doesn't kind of, it takes a while for the woman for it to get back on track. And for the man, it seems like things just kind of get back on track. I don't know, it's been a while since I've read on camera, so maybe it's that, maybe it's just because I'm reading the same day of the full moon in Gemini. I don't know, but these readings have been kind of crazy, guys. It's like, what the hell is going on here? I don't know. It's a lot of issues that seems to be family related, love related. I'm not picking up so much at the workplace, but it very well could be about work. There just seems to be a lot of drama that seems to be very emotional. But nobody is really saying anything at this time. People are just really trying to get in a better place. And down the line, they'll figure out, for Sagittarius, this is more of down the line figuring, just coping and moving on from it. This is not like, oh, well, maybe down the line we'll be okay. It's almost like these two people don't even, they know that there's no relationship here anymore, but it's kind of like getting to the next stage of finalizing things and being done with it. And like I said, for some of you, it has nothing to do with intimate or family. This could be your business partnership. This could be your love partnership. Business partnership, work situation. It could be something like that. It doesn't have to be family or intimate love, guys. So that's what I have for Sagittarius. Now let's look at Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, you guys have an opportunity during this Gemini full moon to disconnect from any drama. Let it go. Someone could be coming back around and getting clarity, communicating, gaining some understanding here, clarifying a situation is very important. It's very necessary. And it's very promising at this time. I do feel like it's karmically kind of set up that way for some form, like I said, past situation to die down if it's been very troubling or dramatic. And for there to be a more practical way of communicating or going about things, right? And there's going to be some truths that's spoken, but those truths kind of help both people get on the same page and kind of work things out. Here, some of you, the challenge is going to be really being able to see things for what they are, opening up, you communicating, and making a decision. You know, so some of you, whatever this is, you may not still be so clear down the line as to what's going to happen. But it looks good to me. It looks like it's going to pan itself out. If some of you are dealing with, I'm going to just leave it very general. I'm not going to speak very specifics. This is a great opportunity, whatever issue you have, to kind of get clarity and get on the same page. And for a while, both parties will be amicable in that, right? And agreeing to things and then actually committing to their agreement. And that'll happen for quite some time is what it looks like to me here. This can turn back into, no, it gets better. It actually gets better. And for some of you, this is a great opportunity to kind of, for some of you, if you're collabing, doing business with people, it's just like a good start. Even at the workplace, looks like it gets to a good start, and it really starts to take off. Probably by March of next year, it really takes off. Like your business, your career, it really starts to take off for you in a major sort of way. It won't be without hard work, determination, focus, and sacrifice. But I do see you making strides and moving forward here. If this is intimate love and it has something to do with third party situations, that will be getting addressed. And only time will tell if, you know, it remains 2 instead of 3. Time will tell. But it will get addressed, and some changes and agreements are going to be made, which looks very promising in the future. That's what I have for Capricorns. Now let's look at Aquarius. Well, finally, I have a very straightforward reading. Thank you, Aquarius. So you are either going to disconnect from someone or them you, right? If any of you have missed opportunities, you have another one coming. And if a love situation has not panned out, isn't panning out, another one is right around the corner. So whatever this is, where you may have, it was hard for you to come to this conclusion, to make this decision, or to accept things for what it is, you are going to, okay, either now or by March of next year. And as a result, you're free to love again. You're free to kind of accept newness again. And it's coming. It's coming. So I guess whatever lesson there was to be learned before, then you'll have an opportunity to have another go. A challenge may be for some of you to kind of put your foot down, create your boundaries, to stick with what you said that you were going to do. So if this is a letting someone go and putting your boundaries out there, they're going to try to go against them. They're going to try. So it's going to be up to you, and it's going to be difficult, but you can't get what it is that you truly want if you do not create these perimeters and these boundaries and you don't stick to them. Because it is like someone here who feels like they don't have to. Someone could be doing that to you too, and not falling for the emotional love bombing, if you will, that could be coming to you or from you, like I said, in order to get their way. So it's something about someone really trying to kind of manipulate them their way. The other person is aware. They may have put their foot down, whether it be through action or through communication. Now there's an opportunity to get it back on track. Not sure if that person will respect those boundaries. If this is leaving a person alone, it would be difficult for you to just let them go, or them you. But if a person can do that, they do have new and big love coming around the way, or help, opportunity, that sort of thing. So I have Aquarius. Now let's look at Pisces. Well, Pisces is definitely going to be an opportunity for, it's kind of like, I think I said Aquarius reading. So there's going to be an opportunity for wrongs to be righted, apologies, that sort of thing. For some of you, this is not time to drink, to indulge. You need your sober mind and spirit to get on the other side of the situation. And for some of you, you know the writing on the wall, whatever this is. Some of you need to disconnect from whatever that's not serving you in order for you to get to your place of success. This is going to be a time that you need to be shrewd, or some of you are going to have to be shrewd, very shrewd, unemotional, going directly to the problem and not running away from it, not avoiding it, devoiding it, that sort of thing, but just dealing with situations head on. And I do feel for some of you, you will. Some of you truths are going to be told to you. Like somebody could really be exposing the truth and telling a lot of the truth, whether it be you or another person. And you keeping things close to your vest, hidden, dwelling on something that you have no control of, you don't have the full details about, is only going to stress you out. So the best thing for you to do is just to let it go, because you can't control it, right? Because in time you're going to get clarity, and it's actually going to work in your favor. I see you getting clarity. I see you getting clarity. Okay. Well, I'm going to still say this. I see you getting clarity. And because of that, there's successes and a big understanding that comes. And then some of you can move on. So you may be at the tail end of letting someone go. And this is kind of your test to fully create your boundaries and let them go, so that ultimately, you know, your blessings are coming for you. For you men, though, Pisces men, this is going to be, if there's somebody that you're trying to get back into their good graces, apologize, that sort of thing, it could be very frustrating trying to get through to what appears to be a woman here. Okay. And this woman will speak truth. She will express truth. She's going to speak her truth. She's going to explain things. However, okay. However, you're going to be in a process of either having to respect and accept the fact that she doesn't want this anymore, or you're going to have to be to yourself to get a full understanding of what all went down and what part you played, that sort of thing. So it's in time of solace and aloneness is when either you get a better understanding, because there will be this huge aha moment, right? Or she will deliver a lot of truths. And as a result, you will have to kind of accept that this is completely over. It's something like that. It's talking about something like that. Something like that, of like somebody is now learning their lesson. And as a result, they still have to keep going through the same thing. And if they were to learn their lesson and discipline themselves, well, then they don't have to deal with all of that, if that makes sense. That's what I have for Pisces. Hopefully it's been helpful for you guys. I'm back in the fold again. So hopefully the readings will just get better, because I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. And I think that that's what I get for doing a reading during the full moon in Gemini. So I have for you guys. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.